Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Don't Tag Me Bro show. My name is Shingi Muchamwa. I am your host. It is Thursday, July the 7th. Welcome back, bienvenidos. We are live in DFW, Tejas, as the surge in coronavirus pandemic continues out here in our great state. I'm here live with my main man, JR, Mr. Producer.
What's up, everyone? How y'all doing today?
All right, so yes, we yesterday I was a little hopeful, and I expressed hope that no news is good news. And as soon as I got home, I got hammered with the news of all these new cases in the county that I live in, Dallas. More deaths. There are a couple of downward trends that I saw today. Um, I'm sorry, I lost track of what I was doing. Yeah, a couple of downward trends. Apparently, San Antonio was reporting unconfirmed cases, so that decreased the number of cases a little bit. And then hospitalizations statewide are also down a little bit. It's not significant. It could pop right back up today or tomorrow, but I'll take any downward trend right now. Meanwhile, this is when you see some of this stuff is political. I don't know. Brian Kemp in the great state of Georgia issued an executive order banning cities and counties from mask and face covering mandates. That's fascinating. I know Georgia's not as bad as Texas is right now, but I guess in the grand scheme of things, urging your citizens to wear face masks, strongly encouraging, perhaps it's not that different from mandating it, because the only way to enforce it is with other citizens confronting those not wearing masks. So at the end of the day, it might be the same thing. I don't know. Today we got a couple of things to talk about. We're going to delve into some sports. As predicted, Dak did not sign a contract yesterday. And also, we're going to delve into some pop culture stuff. And I also raised the question, is the defund the police movement already going off the rails? So we're going to get into that here a little bit. It is National Get to Know Your Customers Day. If you have customers, if you have a business, reach out to your regulars, all the people keeping you going, and send them a quick shout out and thank them for their contribution to your business. It is also National Personal Chef Day. If you have a personal chef, give them a shout out. This does not include your current entanglement, who is also a good cook.
I did not know anything about personal chef.
Personal Chef Day. I guess that means you could be a personal chef to someone. I'm not sure how that works.
If you're a personal chef, hit me up.
Yeah, hit me up. Yeah.
Contact me.
Personal Chef Day. And if you don't have a personal chef, feel free to celebrate National Corn Fritters Day. You can eat them straight up. You can put some chili on them, some cheese, and enjoy them however you like. You can actually have your personal chef make you some kind of corn fritters entree. Make it fun, like one of these chef shows where they make crazy stuff. So yeah, we're gonna return shortly after we do a station slash podcast identification. We are coming at you live from the Cut Sharp Studios. This is a Cut Sharp production. Identity branding through digital media and merchandising. Cut Sharp is a mentality. Cut Sharp your brand, people. Your identity is your mentality. CUT sharp at gmail.com. CUTT sharp.com. All right, we're back. As predicted, Dak Prescott, the quarterback of the America's team, Dallas Cowboys, did not sign an extended deal. Still, congratulations to him. He's going to get paid $31.5 million, which we all kind of poo-poo because Other quarterbacks are making 36. Mahomes is going to be making 40, 45. So, you know, we kind of think Dak's getting a bad deal. But, hey, anytime you can make $30 million a year in entertainment and sports, coming from nowhere like he did, coming from nothing like he did, single-parent home, 3 boys in the house, dad nowhere to be found. He made his way into college sports. Mom died while he was in college from cancer. He kept pushing, made it to the NFL. I mean, overcame a short stint of alcoholism. I think he had a DWI or something after his mom died. I just guess he was trying to find a way to cope. Because, you know, when you have sports and a loved one dies, you can, you know, you're surrounded by your team and your boys. They push you through it. Then when the season's over, I think he was just like, oh, damn, mom died. Next thing you know, DWI, he drops in the draft, ends up with the Cowboys, and here he is, $30 million. That's a wonderful story. I don't want to undermine that journey at all. That's awesome. So congrats to him. It's kind of
congratulations, man.
Yeah, that's freaking dope. Like I said, we're all kind of looking back at what it could have been. Maybe he should have signed that $33.5 million a year deal, 5 years, about $90 million guaranteed. Now we look back on that and think, man, maybe you should have signed that. I can kind of sort of see why his team gambled and decided to push through with the negotiations because at the time before COVID, it looked like it might be a good move. It's like, hey, just wait, see what Mahomes gets. If Mahomes gets 45, then we can ask for 40 and not look crazy. But with COVID, with all this other stuff going on, it kind of derailed all that. So we'll see what happens next year. But his brother's on Twitter saying, I don't know how long I'll be rooting for the Cowboys. So who knows? We'll see, because it doesn't look so good right now. And it sucks, too, for him, because his running back, Zeke, second paid highest guy at that position, he's on Twitter having to justify his paycheck because people are taking shots at him, saying he's not the guy he used to be. And he said in a tweet, put some respect on my name. Yeah, he spelt it right, but I'm sure he was thinking respect, not respect. So he's a little frustrated by that. I mean, if you look at his numbers, they are coming down. Last year, he was at 13.57 on yards. Year before that, he was a little over 80 yards more than that. So numbers-wise, he's coming down. But, you know, guys like Zeke, it's always about the attempts. This guy has had a little under 1,200 attempts already in 4 seasons of playing. That's a lot. But I think more than that, Zeke just finds himself sandwiched between 2 other backs that have just eclipsed him. One has eclipsed him in money, that's McCaffrey, and Henry last year eclipsed him in any kind of achievements he's ever had, with a similar blueprint to what the Dallas Cowboys have been trying to do. So he's sandwiched between Henry and McCaffrey. McCaffrey is just more dynamic. When you see McCaffrey play, he's just dope.
Yeah, he's dynamic.
He just jumps right out of the screen and punches you right in the nose.
The tackles.
Yeah, he's awesome.
You could put him in the out wide.
You can do whatever you want with McCaffrey. You know, they make him throw. He returns punts. Like, McCaffrey is just unbelievable. He's dynamic. He makes more than Zeke, which kind of overshadows Zeke. Then when you look at Derrick Henry, who he also got a contract, not as big as Zeke's, but he played in a system with a blueprint very similar to the Dallas Cowboys. Big, dominating offensive line, limited quarterback. We're going to give it to you, big man, and you're just going to bludgeon the opponent and take us to the promised land. And with that blueprint, they made it to the AFC Championship game and were up 10 against $500 million quarterback guy. So, again, that kind of overshadows Zeke. And so people are kind of, you know, taking shots at him. And that's really what it is. When you're on top of your game and some other people come on the scene and kind of not necessarily replace you, but just outshine you in one way or the other, people are going to take pot shots. There was a guy from Pro Football Focus, I believe, who said Zeke is 60% of what he was when he first came into the league. That can't be right. That's a shot right there. That's just a pot shot. That's just kicking a guy in the balls just for kicks and giggles. There's no need. to say stuff like that. So yeah, he's getting emotional, trying to justify his salary. I'm sure he's mad that he's not a 99 rating guy on Madden. He was a 92. So it's your 92 on Madden. The media's taking pot shots. Your running back peers are outshining you in this way or the other. So, he's kind of sandwiched. He's kind of a little frustrated. So, he sent out a little frustrated tweet. I get that. I see that. I see where he's coming from. But it will be interesting to watch. That's a lot of attempts. 1,200. Good Lord, that's a lot. I guess for him, he has a lot of guaranteed money coming, so it doesn't matter on that end. But clearly, he cares about being a top 3, top 5 quarterback. He does care. He's demonstrated that. So it'll be wonderful to watch what happens because McCarthy is not really a run-the-ball guy. The new coach, he's not really a run-the-ball guy.
I think he's a balance
Coach.
I think it all depends.
It's hard to tell because if you had Favre and then Rodgers, you want to throw that sucker, right?
I think he's good with coaching towards his strengths.
Okay.
So
we'll see. We'll see. But that's going to be interesting to watch.
But it's going to make it easy for him because we have good receivers, we have a good running back,
right?
Offensive line. So I think it's going to be not just easy for him, but it's going to be easy for him to coach in a balanced way so
right.
he can be effective running the ball and passing.
I wonder how, mentally though, if you're a coach and your first quarterback that you coached was Favre, and then after that Rodgers,
Right.
I wonder how that's going to change as far as his coaching style. Is he going to?
I don't think it's going to change at all.
You don't think?
No.
Oh, we'll see. I can't wait. Can't wait for football. Oh my God, I can't wait. They better not delay this stuff. Our last hope is football, because even in Philadelphia, they are speculating that they may be allowing fans to go to the games, social distance, whatever. But all these municipalities are kind of eyeing the NFL season and saying, "Hey, well, what can we do to make sure we got football?" So can't wait. So yeah, that's my Dak take. Apparently, my speculation was right that I knew Jerry Jones was in the shower thinking about whether he was going to pay Dak, but that little shower session didn't amount to anything. So he's going to play under the franchise tag. He'll be all right. $30 million is a boatload of money, and good for him. Hopefully, it'll be gooder the year after that, and he can get closer to that 35, 40 million that he wants. We'll see. All right, one more little, one more little break, little station podcast ID, and a shout out to a couple of sponsors. We are live in Cut Sharp Studios. Hit up DJ Sci-Fi Entertainment, 469-583-0447. www.facebook.com/DJ Sci-Fi Entertainment. Book your quinceañera party wedding now. We are live in DFW Tejas Cut Sharp Studios. This is a Cut Sharp production. Your identity is your mentality. Cut Sharp, your brand, people. CUTT Sharp @gmail.com. CUTT-sharp.com. Digital media and merchandising. If you need a place to showcase your business or talents, or just need a platform to expand your voice, hit us up. CUTT-sharp.com. Yo, welcome back. We are live in beautiful Dallas, Tejas. Well, DFW, Tejas. A little warm today, but not the end of the world. I think we'll be all right. So I have a couple of questions. I don't like to make suppositions on things that are going on because I'm trying to get out of the habit, if you will, of taking sides. I think our culture right now, particularly in the United States of America, is people are looking for affirmation of their views rather than information, and it's become a toxic situation where we're essentially joining teams based on news companies. We're like siding with news companies, and when you see an article, whether it's verified or not from a certain news company, you just dismiss it offhand because it's from that place. And so I'm trying to avoid that. I'm just looking for information, and I'm just okay. Let's just get into it. National Review, MSN News. Black leaders call on the NYPD to bring back anti-crime unit as shootings spike. So a variety of black leaders in New York City. The city's murder rate ending month of June 7th has more than doubled from the same period last year. And shooting victims have increased by 45%. That's more than double. That's a lot. So the reason why black leaders in this city are frantic about reversing course in this $1 billion budget cut and reassignment of plainclothes officers is because it turns out that when there's a spike in violence and a spike in death in any major metropolitan area in the United States, those people who are dying are always black. Every time. Mostly black. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of Latinos in those numbers, but mostly black. So when you juxtapose that to this picture of, I found it on Courthouse News, and it's a picture of doesn't it kind of ring hollow when you're doing these vigils about Black Lives Matter and defund the police? When those actions are clearly resulting, according to these stats, in more of black lives being lost. I just don't, someone's gonna have to explain this to me. And I don't think these people are stupid. I don't think that they're racist. I don't think that they're necessarily political. These people are these vigils. I just think everyone, including me to some extent, we're just in this bubble of, a lot of times political bubble, which we just kind of drone around and do the things that we think we're supposed to do to appear more woke, appear smarter, or whatever the case may be. And it just looks like these are young kids who think they're doing the right thing. They think that this is the way to change the world. This is the way it should be done. They're angry. You know, it's a lot of righteous anger, if you will, but it just comes off as a sad level of the lack of self-awareness on a communal level. You know, we're praying, we're doing a vigil, and we can hear gunshots ringing on the other side of town. where policing has gone down, either by executive order from the mayor, or just police taking a back seat and trying to be more careful because of a more toxic environment. So it looks like when black leaders start coming at the mayor and demanding more action, particularly a mayor like de Blasio in New York, who relies on the black vote to be reelected, it looks like the defund police movement is certainly in jeopardy in certain jurisdictions, because the reality of doing that is tragic. It's just tragic. And we're already seeing stuff, we're already seeing numbers spiking. We're already seeing more people dying, mostly black people. And it looks like it's going to die a slow, steady death, this movement. And we'll see. But I guess I'm just asking people, just get out of your bubbles. I'm going to try to. I'm going to try and get out of, because I have a bubble too, right? Let's just try and get out of our bubbles and just try and be more self-aware and just try and see a more bird's eye view of our communities around us. I guess that's all I'm asking. Because this just rings hollow to me. It almost makes me mad. I can't get mad. They're just young people, doing what they think is right. I get it, So yeah, that's my rant, my quasi-political rant for the day. We're going to take one more break, a little station identification, and we're going to do a little segment on some goings on. Say, cuz. That's what we're going to call this segment. Say, cuz. We'll be right back. You're live on Cut Sharp Productions in beautiful DFW, Tejas. Your identity is your mentality. Cut Sharp your brand. CUTTsharp@gmail.com. CUTTsharp.com. If you need a place to showcase your business, your talents, or just need a platform to express your views, hit us up. CUTTsharp.com. Identity branding through digital media and merchandising. Cut Sharp is a mentality. Yo, welcome back. Bienvenidos. It is Thursday, July the 17th. We're live in beautiful DFW. A couple of pop culture issues, if you want to call them that. Welcome to our new segment. Say, cuz.
Say, cuz.
Look at this. Business Insider. This is from yesterday, I believe. 22 hours ago. Yes, yesterday. Hackers took over dozens of high-profile Twitter accounts, including those of Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Elon Musk, Kim Kardashian, and Apple, and used them to post Bitcoin scam links. Really, that's fascinating. These are pretty high-profile people. Ex-president, probably next president, Elon Musk. Wow. So I have a question. If you were able to hack into Barack Obama's Twitter account, what would you put on there? I'd probably just be like, say, cuz. Just something goofy.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's up, cuz? I mean, seriously?
Yeah, like what?
You out here doing this? I mean,
Yeah.
no sympathy at all? I mean, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? Where you at?
Really? Trump? Look into my face, my eyes, Trump. You seriously doing this, bro?
Yeah, like, I would love to have one of these people's accounts. That'd be amazing. Just for laughs. It's amazing how they got to all these people's accounts. Like, that's crazy. I wonder if it was like an inside job, like some inside Twitter guy that were like, maybe they gave him a little something under the table and be like, look, I don't know. I don't know. This is out of speculation. I have no idea. Wow, that's crazy that they got into these people's accounts. That's nuts. Then I have this other one that kind of made me upset because I think, I don't like this. Can you imagine being on this flight and getting delayed? Here, let me find this thing. Damn, where did it go? I lost it. So basically, I saw a thing on TMZ where a plane was diverted because this guy was threatening to kill people. And they show a picture of him standing there. I'm like, if I was on that flight,
What airline?
probably Spirit. Okay, Spirit. Spirit. What's going on with Spirit? Let's talk about Spirit. Fights. There was a clip of 3 women attacking Spirit employees because their flight got canceled. I mean, they're throwing shoes, they're throwing their luggage at them. One of them opened her luggage and started tossing it at them. Cursing up a storm. Every time there's a situation on a flight, it's always Spirit. Who's flying Spirit? I fly Spirit. I've never had any drama on
Me
that.
neither. I never had any problems with Spirit. I mean, am I missing something? Is there a certain time when I need to book my flight? I mean, is it a prime time on Spirit?
Yeah, it's like a prime time. So I fly Spirit because those big seats, they're like the first class seats, are actually cheaper on Spirit. And I can get like a big seat to myself without spilling into someone else's seat.
That's what I do.
Yeah, you get the big seat. It's like you're balling on Spirit. I'd rather ball on Spirit than be in economy on American.
But tell me when is the prime hour to book my flight on Spirit so I can bring some popcorn because I need some action while I fly too.
Well, apparently Fort Lauderdale is where it's at because they got a little hub in
I think
Fort
I know
Lauderdale.
why it's so much action on Spirit.
Why?
No Wi-Fi.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, you know you can't watch nothing with it. So
Okay, yeah. No, that makes sense. That could be it. Because I remember one trip, my kids and I, we flew Spirit to California.
you better download before you aboard.
Right,
You
right.
out of there.
And then on the way back, we flew American. And my 10-year-old daughter, I'm like, this is before COVID. I said, I'm booking a flight. I think we might go to Cali in May. My sister's living in Cali. And she's like, you're booking American, right? I'm like, look, you need to chill, okay? Either way, whether it's Sprint, because when we came back in American, there was the little TVs in the front of the
Right.
seat, movies, Wi-Fi. So my kids were like, drinks. It was just a totally different experience. And she's like, you're booking American, right? I'm like, look, we're going to be 30,000 feet in a tube, 30,000 feet in the air. It's a miracle, whether it's American or Spirit.
Right.
It's an amazing experience. The view's the same. Chill out. Little bougie baby trying to say. So even at 10 years old, she noticed the difference.
With kids, you have to make the experience different. So if you're transitioning from like American Airlines to Spirits, you have to be like, Spirits is like camping. You get to bring your snacks, peanuts,
Yes,
drink,
yes.
in a backpack.
Just
So
a backpack.
So you get to set the adventure up for Spirits. Like we're going
Yes.
to Spirits this time. So
And you have to do the backpack because you don't get charged for all that luggage.
instead, you can bring your snacks and just,
Oh, Spirit is the bomb. I have never had issues with Spirit. Maybe it's just because I'm 6'3" and I'm big, so people don't mess with me. But even then, I don't mind Spirit at all.
I don't mind either. I'm just going to one place to another. Let me order my 2 drinks.
That's it. I'm done.
I'm
The,
good.
the only thing when I fly Spirit is I'm really nervous because I'm like, I know the flight's going to be delayed. Anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, and my fear is it's going to get canceled. Last time I flew Spirit, the flight was delayed 30 minutes. You know why? The pilot, and he openly admitted to it when he got back. He's like, I'm so sorry. This flight is actually going to Mexico after we land in California. And I forgot my passport at home. So I had to rush home and go get my passport. He was honest. He was like, I'm so
he was
sorry.
honest.
I'm like, wow. Come on, man. So yeah, it's always something with Spirit. So you got to bake in the possibility that there's going to be a situation. But yeah, it wasn't Spirit. It was Alaska. It was Alaska Airlines. It was Alaska Airlines flight from Seattle to Chicago. He was walking the aisle screaming, "I'm going to kill everybody on this plane. Die in the name of Jesus." I would have whooped his ass so bad. I'm like, how come no one jumped this dude? And I would have whooped him and been like, "Hey, who's got a necktie so I can tie this dude up until we get to Chicago?" We're not, like, I'm not. You're not.
People go in shock. You're in the air. You're not thinking about that.
I would have destroyed this dude. I would have broken his jaw. I would. You're not about to mess up my itinerary because you didn't take your little pills, bro. Done. Like, I can't believe in an entire flight, no one manned up and did something to this dude. That's crazy to me. Like, you're just going to sit and watch the flight attendants deal with this dude? I would have destroyed this dude. He would have gotten clean, two-piece, no biscuit.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Lights out.
Are you sure no one stood up to defend the flight attendants in that situation?
No, no, actually. Fortunately, the crew and two other passengers, there you go, subdued the man.
There you go.
But they subdued him. I would have, two-piece.
Snuck one underneath.
Two-piece crispy, no biscuit. Done. Shoot. That sucks. Gotta turn around because of this idiot. So yeah, there we go. That's our pop culture segment. Say, cuz.
Say, cuz.
That was a fun show. We'll be back tomorrow. It's going to be Friday, end of the week. Shout out to all of y'all still working hard, keeping the economy afloat. A lot of y'all making a lot less money than people on, what do you call that? Workers' comp.
Let's be creative.
So, yeah. Shout out. Thank you. Keeping our economy afloat, putting in those hours. You know, it can be a little stressful to go to work with all this COVID floating around. But y'all still getting dressed, getting ready, clocking in. And, you know, there's all that struggle of, you know, what about when school, is that, you know, is it going to be school, daycares, is the daycare sometimes the daycare is closed, and you also have a situation where you don't want mom or grandma to watch the kids because you don't want to expose them to COVID, so there's all sorts of stress and stuff going on. Y'all be safe. Appreciate the work. And all I can say is thank you. Go get it. You got something else for us, Mr. Producer, before we bounce?
No,
That's it?
that's it.
All right.
Have a good day.
Mañana.